Multi-stream. What is that?
That's your notifications coming in through Facebook.
Oh, I need to close Facebook. All right, do so.
It just popped up, so here we go.
Is that the dog snoring?
Yeah, the dog is snoring. Okay. Hey, Art.
All right, it's gonna be a
Okay,
little
let
bit
us
of lag.
know if you see us and hear us, okay? Something happened with the Facebook where it just shut down. It went black. So just let us know if you hear and see us. I think we should be good now, hopefully. If not, we're just going to have to do audio, but
Whatever.
it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is actually let's start.
That's good.
Yeah, drop this back.
Hi, Ashley. See and hear. Okay, great. So, okay, it's good to go, Matthew. Thanks. That was weird.
No clue. Okay, back before that.
Thanks, Dave. Right there.
Yeah, thanks, executive producer.
No problem. Anytime.
Well,
All right.
timely fashion. All right, we back. So just in case,
Yeah.
Legend looks like he's buffering. What's YouTube? I can see you. I can hear you. All right. Well, I think we back. All right, yo. So yeah, we're just talking about how women be fussing and shit when we watch sports. So
Yeah, I think like I was just saying that it's a could be a possible codependency issue. Like we always want to be included.
I
We
think
don't
it's
wanna
the
be
fact
around.
that y'all don't like to be like y'all compare yourselves to anything else in the life, and it's like if anything feels like I'm not number one, y'all in here. Like that's when women get
You damn
competitive.
Skippy.
Like we get
That's what it
competitive
is.
about sports. We get competitive about sports, and it's up here like, oh yeah, this. Oh, I bet you I can lift more than you. I bet you I can do more push-ups. I bet you I'm this. I bet you my car faster, my motorcycle faster. Y'all be in here like, you better love me more than you love Tom Brady. You better fucking
Oh yeah,
love me
you
more.
say that. Show me.
Show me. Turn him off right now and talk to me about my day. Like, God damn. Ah! You just want to kill me right now. No, you my husband. Come in, watch. Come in and watch this show with me that I've been.
Watch this show with me.
Come watch Olivia Pope with me. Like,
Where you want to go? You want to? I can go out there too.
I can go there too. Well, we gonna watch it again. I like sports. I like wings. I like freedom. Shut your ass up and let me be.
Yeah. So some people say that that's toxic, of course, and
Very.
and
Because think about this: women only feel that way when it's the other way around. Let them find some shit to do.
you're like, I got
Let them find some shit to do. And it's like, oh, I'm go. Let your dude be up here like, oh, and then y'all always pick some shit that dudes don't want to go be a part of. Like y'all are willing to go somewhere and just be a pain in the ass. How many buttons you break to make it work? Chris, I'll punch you in your chest. American sports are the Roman Coliseum. Yeah. How you ban somebody from the chat? Chris, get your ass out of there before I kill you tomorrow at work.
Chris Boneless Wing Fancer.
Yeah, Chris Boneless Wing Fanner. But but so it's like sports are entertainment, and that's how we kind of like get our way. The difference is like I feel as though in every relationship I've been 100% okay with. I go watch sports by myself. You don't need like I'm not over there. Like, you should like football or you should like this and that. Da, 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 da. If you don't like it, it's like that sucks. Well, like if you ain't like shooting, if you ain't like shooting, it's like I'm not about to be like, well, I guess I'll stop going to the gun range because you don't like guns. It's like it's gonna be a lot of empty ass weekend mornings because I'm gonna be out there popping lead. Like, so I guess it could be the codependency issue. I think it's also just a thing like women. That seems to be when like in now and in the past, it just seems to be when y'all competition comes out when it's like, How, y'all like when we used to go to church and they would say God is a jealous God. Don't be talking about no other gods. Don't be worshiping no other gods. Make sure I'm the number one. That's how women act in life. Like, oh, like if you put anything before me that ain't God, I'm gonna take it. It's coming to Sunday.
And tread lightly when you put him.
Yeah, and don't be hollering Jesus so hard. Don't be hollering Jesus so loud. Be like, man, oh my God, say my name.
We not that bad, okay?
Nah, but. It's wild that a lot of people look at it that way. Yeah, my boy was saying, he's like, yo, it was wild, crazy. And we was talking about it before, how like in religion, like the way religions is written, you always get like, God gets like the best deal. Cause it's like all the bad shit is the devil. All the good shit is him. And if you don't do something that you prayed for, it just wasn't meant to be. So, hey.
Yeah, but
it is what it is. Cause that's a cold deal.
And you too, like it takes the accountability away from you. Yeah. You're gonna blame it on God. Yeah. You're gonna blame it on
well, why'd you fail at this, and that? Well, I guess that food was supposed to be this way, this and that, da da da. Because God didn't want it to happen. Like, was it God? Was it God? Or did you put too much goddamn salt in there?
Yeah, it was God.
Was it God, or did you put raisins in the potato salad?
Were you impatient? Sarah? You ain't let that cake rise?
You know what I'm saying? Did you? Oh yeah. Oh. It was God. It wasn't the fact that the grease wasn't hot when you threw the chicken in there and it just got soggy. Okay.
Lack of accountability.
Lack of accountability. I think religion do give people wild lack of accountability because it's like even when you had like, I think supernatural beings in general give people too much lack of accountability because like when you got killers, the devil made me do it. It's like you're a grown ass man, dog. Can't nobody make you do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God been trying to make us do the right things since the beginning of time. He the almighty being. And look at us still taking that first class trip to hell. Like, hey, one ticket, please.
Express lane.
Express lane, please. Oh, no, I don't need any of the scenery. I just go straight down.
Straight down.
Yeah, I'm going straight down. This and that. All my homies is down there anyway. You. You're going to get to hell and not going to be lonely. Everybody who was lit in your lifetime, like, yeah. Best verse for that is faith without works is dead. Yeah, I mean, but it's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing everybody look at like when they get.
They don't pay attention to that part though.
It's the same thing. People always like, oh, and then people, and then the funniest thing about like, especially growing up in the around a lot of black church folk, like before I converted this land when I was a kid, is hearing people just make up Bible verses. That shit to me is so funny because people are like, well, they're saying the Bible, God help those who help themselves. It don't. They're saying the Bible that God knows my heart. It doesn't.
Money is the root of all evil.
That doesn't.
Don't say that.
Don't say that at all. You greedy money. The love of money is the root of all. People just
not just money.
Yeah, people just be remixing the hell out of some stuff in there. Like,
it's like whatever suits us, That's what it is. Whatever suits us, make us feel comfortable. But truth ain't meant to be comfortable.
But that's how we are with everything. That's how people are. People want to customize everything. It's like when women complain about the patriarchy, and they're like, oh, I can't believe in the patriarchy. Men don't need the patriarchy. The patriarchy's like, so you still want me to pay for this meal? Yeah, that's real patriarchal.
Take my bag.
Okay, you gonna carry my bags? This and that. When some woman 5'1" or 90 pounds and she's struggling to get her 50 days of clothes she packed for a weekend trip into that overhead bin, bet you want a little patriarchy then? It's your little patriarchy in your shoulders, huh? You want a little patriarchy into the upper head bin? You know what I mean? Opening that door, doing all that stuff, paying for the meal. Hey, that patriarchy cool then.
I'm a light.
Yeah, as soon as any of the other side come, like when women be saying that, I want a 1950s man. It's like, what 1950s man was putting their hands on women. Like, I told you once, Maria. Pow.
No, we want the good 1950s man, okay? Not every 1950s man was putting their hands on their wives.
So y'all want the good 1950s man and y'all want to bring what y'all want in exchange? What do the good 1950s man get? Do he get the 1950s woman that he wanted?
I mean, they get a good woman. Yeah.
What makes y'all a good woman? What makes a woman a good woman?
Someone who is a teammate, who is a supporter, who is in your corners. Okay.
Someone who doesn't put T in the word corner.
Corners.
Your
friend, your companion, all of that. That's what makes us great women. Okay.
Yeah. So it don't matter what.
Strong woman, and it doesn't mean I'm strong because I do everything by myself. No, that's not what's strong.
Okay. So what makes a good man?
What makes a good man? Somebody who is a great companion. Just on the flip side of that, the same thing. So have those same characteristics, and also who can also be my protector. Okay, for those things that I can't protect myself from. All right, and meet me halfway. You don't have to be a sole provider, but meet me halfway and all that. So I'm a 50-50 type of person when it comes
It's
to
only one of
relationships.
those answers you was qualified to answer.
I can answer all of them.
No, there's only one of those that you was qualified to answer.
Who's,
Guess
who's
which
ju-
one?
Who's
No,
judging
guess
on
guess which one? Guess which one you think
What
you
makes
qualified?
a good woman?
No, you're not qualified for that. You qualify for what makes a good man because it's what's a good man to you.
So I know what's a good woman to me too.
Okay, but guess what? but okay, so I guess you could get both sides of the question. Then. If that's what you think, then like I can't tell you what's a good man because a good man to you and a good man to woman A and woman B and woman C might be a completely different thing.
Yeah, and you also have to rub my feet too, so that qualifies you as a good man. So that might not be a prerequisite for somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
it's just
you're right.
I
I give you that.
It's because it's like telling somebody like, oh, you know what makes a good athlete? They can swim and they can do this and that and da 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 da. And it's like, well, too bad we playing basketball. Michael Phelps, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like that backstroke is not doing shit out here when Kyrie is dribbling the ball off your forehead. Like, you know what I mean? So a lot of that it depends on what position. It's like being saying, I'm good at this position. I'm good at this job. And we ain't women will say that like, oh, a good woman is this. For who? Like you can't tell a man what the value. Like I can't tell you what the value. I could just say like I make $250,000 a year. I make $250,000 a year. I pay all the bills. This and that. That makes me a good man. And you like, no, that's not enough for me. You're not a good man. Some other woman looking, she like, bitch, I've been broke my whole life. So run it. Like,
Run it.
you know what I'm saying?
Give me that.
Yeah, bitch, I've been broke my
yeah, you're
run
right.
it.
I give
You know
you
what I
that.
mean?
I
So
give
that's
you
why I say we only qualified to say what the person like. We not qualified really to say what's good and what we can say. People do bad stuff, but that doesn't necessarily make the person. But saying somebody good or somebody bad, it depends on what position they playing for, right? Like, okay, saying LeBron, you ain't the greatest. Like LeBron is not a good baseball player. Doesn't matter. Like that's not the position he playing. I don't know if he is good at baseball, but that's not the position he's going for. So I think that's another reason that we'll be out of our lane with that. Where we wanted to.
What?
It's like no. But that's another reason we'll get out our lane and we'll start telling people like, because entirely too many times what happens is a woman to say, and like a woman or a man will say, a good woman is this or a good man is that. No, what you want in a woman is this, or what you want in a man is that.
That's right. I can agree with that.
Because too many times we sit here and you got so many men out here getting taught how to be a man by a woman because it's like, well, I want ass and she pretty. She got the ass I want. She said this is what a real man's supposed to be.
So
let me put on my simp hat and let me try hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then he's just going to get his ass drugged through the mud and be the food dude in her phone. Food dude.
But you know that yes. We got categories of people. Okay.
And then be talking about men be hoes. Women got 5 whole dudes. Got a dude for money. Got a dude for food. Got a dude to fix some shit.
Entertainment.
Got a dude for entertainment. Good vibes and shit like that. And then one dude to lay it down. And he don't got to deal with all of that. He love the other 4 dudes. He coming out there like the star player for a team. You getting rebounds. You playing defense. You pass me the ball. And you just a sucker. Thanks. I'm the greatest.
That's chocolate. But yes, definitely, that's what we do. Some, not all. We know there's some that just holier than thou. So
yeah, I don't even entertain that anymore with the whole like, oh, some people, or some people versus all people. And all that. That's just still stupid to me. Because don't nobody ever mean all. Nobody says like all. Because there's always some dumb exception to the rule.
But in people's heads, though, that's how it is.
Nah, people just want to say that because that's an escape. Like when people get into that all, it's only 2 reasons you start complaining about somebody saying all. 3 reasons. 1, a hit dog a holler. You know what I'm saying? 1 is a hit dog a holler. 2 is the hypocrisy of the person that bothers you. It's like if it's one of the people who like, don't say all, don't group us all together. And the first thing out their mouth, all men, you know what I mean? It's like, shut your dumb ass up. And then I forgot the damn 3rd reason off top. But anyway, it ain't many reasons to say all, right? Or if you say all, it's generally accepted that we're not talking about all. It's some like hateful people out there. Like it's some incels sitting in the basement. Like, all women are the devil. Cheeto dust. Cheeto dust. The devil. You know what I mean? Sitting in that old ass recliner or something like that. They got more baby batter than the fucking than Planned Parenthood and shit. Yes, I know what women like.
Baby batter.
But yeah, so all of that slow. People just got to really realize like, you ain't qualified to answer questions. Just like when all of this stuff, because we got a whole bunch of emails and everything about what happened at the awards. I refuse to talk about it this podcast, so we just gonna keep rolling.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We did it already. We did it the day it happened. Well,
you know what I'm saying? People be getting that. We did it the next day.
Yeah, we ain't doing
We had
that.
just finished one. Yeah, what's funny? So, and this I can't make this shit up, and it's not timely. We might do more than one can't make this shit up, but right here we got this lady in Tampa. She faked. It was last year, but she faked being a sign language interpreter.
This is like,
And I'm telling you, she looked like one of those anime characters that the kids be watching. I think it's Naruto, one of them that be making like all the gang signs and shit like that. Like that's what she looked like, cause she ain't saying nothing. Like one dude said she looks like a fish out of water. Like he like one of the sign language interpreters, cause she just went up there and apparently she a fraud. She done got locked up 6 times for fraud.
really?
And everything else. And it's just like, wow, that she just out here living her best life, just getting it in every time. And people just letting it get by with it.
That happened somewhere. I can't recall where it was. It was on the news and everything. It was a big deal somewhere in Africa, maybe some kind of inauguration or something. And the interpreter that they had was just gibberish. And so everyone who were a part of the deaf community, they had no idea what the hell was going on, because this person, it was a man, okay? It was a man who was just putting up gang signs, basically. I mean, on a national platform. So,
Yo, you know what the funny thing about that is? Like, you know how wild your ego got to be like, you know what?
I'm going to do this.
I'm going to do this. Not only am I going to do this, ain't nobody going to say shit.
I mean, yeah.
Ain't nobody going to
Because
say
they
shit
don't know what
about
hell
it.
they looking at.
Yeah, it's like, what they going to say?
But you forgot, you doing it for a deaf community.
They be up to like, can't
So-
nobody look. I bet you don't none of these people know sign language except the motherfuckers who need the sign
Yes,
language.
exactly.
Who looking at you over there like, swoop.
The problem is they probably feel as though that person wouldn't say anything or won't tell or won't, whatever the
I
situation.
think that's an example of having. I think that's an example of having certain people on your like not having qualified enough people to do the things that you need to do, right? Like for instance, you want to sit here and you want to have a sign language interpreter.
Oh my gosh, she looks so confident.
Oh, she
was
looked
like,
wild confident. Like, and they
what?
say, oh yeah, she in Tampa, Florida. Jeff
Wow.
said he know her.
Tampa, Florida,
What,
y'all.
hey, Jeff, who you know her from? She was teaching how to throw gang signs or something. She's probably just throwing sign language
actually know
class,
her.
a sign language class at the community college over there when you was working on your degree back in the day, Jeff. Like nah, man, ain't no way, bro. She's a twin.
Oh my god, yeah, this is
Oh,
scared me.
damn dogs. But yeah, it's wild to me. It's I just think like how I always ask this when people do some dumb shit, when they do some dumb shit and then get caught, or they do some dumb shit and think they're gonna get away with it. I always wonder like, what was your plan? What was your exit strategy? Like when you see somebody do some dumb shit and get caught, it's like even in the military, we talk about it and somebody coming in, they did something stupid, and everybody be like, why'd you do this and that? Why'd you do this and that? My first question is like, hey yo, what made you think that this was gonna fly? Like, they're like, oh, what do you mean? I'm up like, it's 3 options. You either A, knew that this was gonna end like that and you just don't care. Like you knew you'd be right here in front of me about to get your head knocked off.
You didn't weigh all your options.
Yeah.
You didn't look at all the
Two, you
outcomes
thought this
of-
was gonna go completely different.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or C, which I want to know what completely different was.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to know what completely different was. Don't ever touch the soundboard like that again, you rookie.
I'm off.
You don't know what you're doing over there.
But y'all live.
But yeah, so Jeff said I used to play semi-pro for her twin sister that owned the team. Did her twin sister also do sign language? Was she also on gang shit? Was she?
Are you sure she owned that team?
Are you sure she owned the team, right? Like, Jeff, you might have been out there
just
playing for cheap
Playing
child
at the-
labor or
at the
something.
parks and stuff.
Yeah, you just out here cracking. She like, yeah, guys, we doing great. This and that, da 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 da. Y'all AAU team, and they just told them that you
Right.
was 17.
We got-
Jeff came in there with them hairy ass
Hairy
arms.
legs.
Ah. that shit tickled you a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that picture he sent with his holster.
they showed that holster boy. I'm talking about that shit look like pure wool on his legs. Like, dude, bye black sheep. Like, but yeah. So, but nah, it's just to me, it's like, how did she think that shit was gonna go? Like, you just put on this whole hoax about sign language and everything else. You put this whole hoax on, and then And then, like, what did you, like, I know you thought, like, did you think that you just, like, were going to be a natural at sign language and then all the people was going to be like,
Yeah. I
like, all the
understand.
deaf people was going to be like,
No, I don't think she understands. I mean, the deaf community is very strong though.
I don't
So
care if they weren't strong. They
Yeah.
can speak sign language.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
yeah, so she didn't count on them complaining. She didn't count on them
What she thought?
counteracting whatever she was doing.
Thought anybody was gonna hear him or something, motherfucker. They still speak somebody else's sign language. Like, it's a lot of people
I don't
speak
think
sign
she
language.
thought all of that.
She's
through.
like, you know what? Can't nobody hear them. And if I put out the wrong sign language, they're gonna try and sign. And I'm gonna tell them they sign faking. That did this.
They
No,
don't believe 'em.
ain't nobody
Yeah.
gonna believe you, lady.
Yeah.
Like it should be. It got to be a card or something. I want to look it up, but it got to be like a card or something for proficiency. You know what I'm saying? To say like, hey, I could do this, because I think it's crazy that when we get interpreters.
Who is hiring the interpreters? I
Yo,
believe that.
it's ill. If I had to show the interview, so old boy that they asked, he was looking like this, like, what do you have to say for yourself about hiring? He's like, I didn't ask enough questions.
Mm.
That's all he said. He just bit the bullet. Like,
He asked enough
he just
questions.
looked at the camera. I'm talking about dead serious. So how do you feel about this and that and not blah 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 all this shit? He like, I just didn't ask enough questions. Just not enough questions.
That's it. Like,
Just-
but I respect him
just
telling the truth
Yeah.
instead of coming up with some bullshit ass example or a reason why.
Yeah, because people be trying to justify like, well, see what happened was we studied this and that. She had blah blah
And
blah
I
blah.
said that she, and on her resume it said that she would. No, you ain't asking enough
You
questions.
ain't asked none of them questions. You know what it be saying on my resume? Rocket surgeon. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I learned that shit from my
Good
ex-wife.
job,
My
yeah.
ex-wife always said, don't let qualifications stand in between you and a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Go on and lie on that resume. But some shit you can't lie about. Like, it's some stuff you be like, oh, I could learn on the job during the intern. But when it's
Yeah.
like, come here now, give product, that's like me being a welder. And you like, hey, I need you to weld these brackets together. Like, all right, go ahead. I'm going to come up. And I'm just sitting out there with like a match and some hairspray. Like,
No.
what's up? You know what I mean? I'm going to get it. I'm going to
y'all
get it.
offer OJT, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll get
OJT, yeah.
we good.
Yeah, OJT
I can
works
learn
if
how
you
to
about
do
to.
this easy.
Yeah, if you about to go to a job and learn, but if you already and they hired you for a skill set,
Yeah, that's a problem.
you know what I'm saying? It's up to like that's like me going in somewhere and they're like, hey, you got to be able to type 60 words a minute. I'm like,
I could do 66.
I'm up like, oh yeah, I can do 66 words a day. I'm over there. They got the big old building blocks and shit like that with the letters on it from back when you was a kid. That's what I'm using for a typewriter. Helping me. So yeah, that shit was wild. So I mean, you can't make that shit up that you got the audacity. That's
Yeah.
that's big clit energy from old girl. Like just coming in, ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Hey, who gonna check her?
Ain't nobody gonna.
She wasn't counting. She wasn't counting on the other side. It is what it is.
That they was gonna get her ass. Now the other thing that's wild, I was looking and just thinking about all of this stuff about the people talking and all this, and it's kind of like one of the few things. Last one of the things I wanted to get out to talk about is like, it's too easy and cost effective to become an activist these days.
Explain.
Yeah, activists back in the day, like Ali lost almost a decade of his prime of boxing. People lost their lives, like, you know what I mean? Like Nat Turner. Like when these dudes were activists, you know what I'm saying? Like they lost their life. They lost money. They lost fortune. They lost fame. They lost favor. Now it's like to be an activist, like especially with the social media shit.
Oh, social media presence.
This
Yeah, all you
social
gotta
media
do is
activist-
say a few things.
Say a few things and
I'm
they
an
done.
activist.
You know
Yeah.
what? I'm all about this. I'm all about the community. This and that. And you know what? Child slavery is wrong. Did you also type that on that phone built by child slaves? Just
Yeah.
asking for a friend. Well, you know this. Did you say anything about Flint, Michigan? Don't got no water? Because you can't be outraged about everything. Like, and people just
Did
feel
you
like,
go and
oh,
check on Chris?
did you go and check on Chris?
Exactly.
I heard that on like so many podcasts after we said it too. People like, ain't nobody checking on Chris, and it's like they're trying to steal from the fox. Yeah, somebody might be listening to us. Real important out here in these streets. They might be out here, but yeah, I think like people had to pay a cost and do stuff, so it was more respect. Now it's just like people would just throw stuff up in there.
Activism then was exactly the word activism.
Yeah, you had to do
You had
work.
to
I
be
think
active.
it. I
You
think
had
it
to
still
do
is. If you keep it a buck,
something.
it's not just let me throw 30 tweets
It's
at this shit, call it
changed,
good.
But it's changed though.
You're not about to get me moving behind a bunch of tweets.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's changed the way people do whatever they're doing, right? So they go online and they do all these tweets, right? But so back then we don't have the platform that we have now, obviously. So instead of we want this change, here you go. You remember we were just talking about Smiley, I think, or Smiles, I think his last name is the one
Ricky
who
Smiley?
started the union for Amazon.
Oh yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's
Like that's putting in work. That's
Yes,
activism. That's throwing it all
every-
away. Lost your
yeah.
job, everything else. They probably gave him a
Everything.
little shut up money
He
when they
sat
saw
out
it was going
there,
south.
Tents every day, sat out there, bought food and everything, trying to help the workers and all that stuff. Like that is activism. You're actively
Yeah, actively doing something. And now it's like
not
people don't
just
feel.
typing on a computer.
'Cause-
Hey, this is wrong.
And then this the wild shit about it is that people are always willing to risk some shit that they don't got. Like for instance, like when like with the vaccine, like before that mandate came out and they changed it saying that like they was gonna stop processing people out. It's always some dude who's like, it's always some cat that was already getting kicked out of the Navy, or some cat that never joined the military at all, or some dude who already got processed out the army that's like, yeah man, sometimes you got to be a martyr for this shit. And this you living in your mother basement, son. Let me tell you something. It's completely different. People always talk that shit like when they say that, like when the whole NAFAC movement was going, and they're like, you shouldn't be in the military. You should be out here with the black militias, and you should be doing this and that. I'm like, who's going to pay me to take care of my children? I have a wife and kids.
I have questions.
I have questions. I have bills. I have nourishment that needs to be met. It's
and
like
by the way y'all going, I have a life that I need to protect.
Yeah, I need a life that I need to protect. So people always quick to say, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing this and that." And I could never do that. And money, and see, you can't just do whatever for money. You can't do this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay, it's cool and it's easy to say that because you broke. You know what I'm saying? Like just like we'll look at stars and be like, "Oh, well, they could have just did this and that." And I don't know why they had to do this and why they had to do that. If I had this money, if I had that, it's cool. But sometimes we got to stay in our pay grade about some shit. No, like you talking billionaire conversations about why billionaires did this and that, and it's like. And you are waiting, you're in between blessings, waiting for your next check, talking about what billionaires is doing.
Right.
It's like, nah, that ain't it right there. What you got
Absolutely.
over there?
Nothing.
Well, all right then. You got anything for me, Fox? What you got?
We got gun to your head coming up.
No. Shit, let's go ahead and run it then. I ain't feeling none of you internet activists. Let's just go ahead and get that. If your activism is Twitter.
Have to be a little bit more civilized these days too, I suppose, because then you were running up in people's faces, you were making plots and plans against XYZ. So now I guess in order to meet with legislatures, you have to do whatever it is you need to do.
I just feel like anybody. I feel like anybody doing the work, man. Like you got, like you know what I mean, dudes like Killer Mike and all them cats, and it's like you got dudes who out there actually doing the work and they talking about it. I feel like just too many people feel like, oh, well, I'm just talk about it, and it's like every issue is like, yeah, well, I'm abreast and I listen to all these think pieces and I make all these large posts and I'm getting knowledge out to the people, and it's like. All right, bro. I mean, and maybe I'm antiquated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like I'm from an era of like I expected my people to work, right? Like I liked my gangsters gangster. I like my activists active. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just like people to be doing that shit. You know what I mean? I like my killers killing. You know what I'm saying? You know,
everybody in their prospective places.
You know what I'm saying? Like people in positions and shit like that. I don't like my activists behind the keyboard with Cheeto dust. That shit don't move me. But anyway, let's go ahead and run it, Fox.
Gun to your head. We didn't even get to the story we was talking about either. That massacre.
Oh, you want to run it?
Let's run the story real quick.
Okay, we run.
Before we do gun to your head.
Yeah, that's a gun to your head right there. That's a nice lead right into it. Fox just gunshot and he's gonna talk about a massacre. Go on, baby. Lead us to salvation.
So I don't know if you guys have heard what's going on in the news today. Basically there was a mass shooting in Sacramento. So it was up to, I believe, nearly a dozen injured, 6 deceased, and they haven't found the shooters yet, or they haven't let anybody know yet if they found anything. Based on that, they were still accumulating evidence from everyone who was in the scene. So it happened downtown area, more than likely, around where the Capitol building is, and nightclub era, right? So they were out there partying, apparently. Gunshots went off after the clubs or right before, from what the reports say. So
how many people did they say got killed?
6. Supposed to be 6 dead.
How many people do it take for a massacre?
What qualifies a massacre?
Yeah.
Probably more than 2 or 3. I would say more than 3. A massacre.
So 3 people dead is a massacre?
Yeah, I would think so.
So like, and then also it doesn't matter about the means of killing.
No, I don't think it matters. I think
so like
because guns are,
Well, what I'm saying, so it's like if I cut your brake lines and 4 people die in the car, that's a massacre, then, right? Like,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So the means does it have to be like more violent? Like if I poison 4 people, is that a massacre?
Yeah, I would say that's a massacre.
Yeah, like poison, the Red Wedding and shit like that on Game of Thrones. Yeah, I wonder what it's probably it got to be some nomenclature for that, because you know what I mean. Like I wonder if a dude being in like he get 3 bodies and they be like, oh my god, it's a triple homicide.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a massacre.
It's a massacre. Yeah, It's not funny. We're not laughing about what
Nah, not
happened,
the mask,
but
it's
just
just
the idea
words.
behind it.
Words.
Yeah, got the
It's
disclaimers
gonna
all
be
the time.
disclaimer, you know what I mean?
That's another thing. We're all sensitive. Oh, damn disclaimers all the time.
People sensitive out here in these streets.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's crazy. And so it leads into the gun to your head that was brought up today. So we're going to run it back. Click, click, boom.
Click, click.
Live in a world where no firearms exist and
nope.
knives are our only source of defense, or
What, I'm in London?
I'm going to shank you, or be able to have one firearm per household with ammo strictly rationed to 20 per every 2 months. It looks like 20 every 2 months.
Starting now.
Starting right now. Everything you have, it's already confiscated. They ration
So
all
I'm
that
dead.
stuff out.
The gun already got put in my head. I'm dead. I'm dead. That shit's easy. I'm dead already. Here we go. They already got me. I'm out of
Oh
here.
my God.
I'm out of here. What you mean? So you mean y'all came in? Y'all came in. You about to tell me this? They came to my home, took my firearms, and told me you ain't gonna have no
keep
more
one.
guns, or you can only keep one with 20 rounds.
So you getting 10.
Well, let me tell you, I
10
would have
every
been
2 months.
y'all. You know what? I don't even need the 20 rounds. I'm gonna be out of ammo by the time y'all get me out this back room. I'm gonna be out of ammo because I ain't even reloading. I'm just switching guns. But let's say somehow I live. They brought me back to life, and I had to choose between the two because that's about the only way to go. Give me one gun and 20.
Okay.
I'll take one gun and 20, and it's per household. Don't matter what. Like, dude could be felons, pedophiles, whatever.
Yep. And one.
Are the laws still the same? Like
laws?
all the laws, like regular laws, like is this like you rob somebody is still a law, or like it's still you going to jail? Like
Yeah.
all that
All
stuff?
the laws are the same. It's just the gun laws have changed, right?
I mean, I'll take one gun over 20. Now, granted, I don't want none of that because I'm
it's
American.
one. What do you put one gun over 20
I mean, one gun with 20 rounds per household, because then I'm gonna just go to everybody.
bi-monthly.
I'm just walk by everybody who be like, "Hey, you believe in guns? I hate guns. Let me get your shit. Come on, let me get your ammo." It's enough fucking cucks around here that don't like guns, and I'm gonna just be like,
I don't think they would give it to those people because, of course, they're gonna do screenings. They're gonna be like, "What do you think about that?"
Nah.
One. Well, I don't want those in my house. Okay, skip you. Go to the next.
No, put it in your house. Hey, I hope they do take it. I'm gonna be like, you want that gun at your house? Don't worry, I'll take the gun in the ammo. I'm working out there like low down dirty shame in a trench coat. Like, hey.
So gun, no matter what.
I'm going with the world without guns. We
Yeah.
just got stabbings.
That's it.
Stabbings
That's
do be
what I'm
seeming
going
kind of
with.
fire.
I'm going with the knives.
I don't
I'm
know,
going with the knives.
because a knife ain't the greatest equalizer.
It doesn't matter.
So a dude my size run up on you, he up here like, "Hey, what's up, boss?"
I'm gonna get you to stab him.
I'm talking about.
If I
I'm
can't
not
get
there.
him,
I'm not there. It's you and him.
I'll plan it out then.
You got a
It'll
way
take more
better.
time.
You got a way
It'll
better
take more
chance with a
time.
gun than you got with anything else.
It'll take more time for me to kill him. I can't kill him outright. I probably won't be able to kill him outright if I don't get the right angles. But I'll get him next time. He ain't gonna kill me.
Or
We don't have that. We don't have. It's no guns.
I don't know. A
What
whole
y'all
bunch of
doing, chat? What y'all doing?
I don't know. London. I mean, over there in London, it is kind of lit. They just be stabbing people. Motherfuckers just be getting stabbed 37,000 times, but it's wild.
Oh, Shank Redemption. Over there.
Absolutely craziness. Yeah. So you saying you going without guns?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going with guns. You know what? At the end of the
I'm
day,
going
too,
without
this is the
guns.
other big thing about it. There's still animals,
Yeah, still animals.
and I'm just saying, it's like you said, one firearm and 20 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
All I need is a 45-70. Then I'm gonna
get-
still eat.
You get 20 rounds every 2 months.
45-70. That's plenty. You know how many T-Rexes I can kill with that? Dinosaurs.
So you got to think too, because there is no gun violence, right? Or it's not as prevalent as it is now. Other crime goes up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole
So-
bunch. That shit start turning into the Wild Wild West. It's like if we got
You
30,
don't need more than 20 rounds per 2 months.
you don't know. Unless it's the first month, you don't know how many rounds I got.
What you
Unless
mean?
it's day one of the first month, you don't know how many rounds I got. Like if this is the day it happened, people be like, "Oh, he only got 20 rounds. He can't kill all of us." Let it be month 2, motherfucker. I might have
so they won't
120.
know. Yeah, they
You know what I'm
won't
saying? I
know
might
where
have
you are,
120.
your,
You know, what I'm saying?
if you use any of yours either,
Mm.
they wouldn't
For-
know that.
and you didn't say what type of gun. I'm getting the shit that the Mario bullets come from. You remember that big ass bullet off Mario?
Yeah.
I'm coming out there with the Mario bullets, like Ralph coming out that
Any
shit. It sounds like
What
my
your
wife.
Marcus-
She'll stab the fuck out of someone.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't
Yes, Jamarcus, yes.
above stabbing nobody, but I'm just saying, it's like there's more effective means. I mean, I could
would think that
also.
would be a better kill because it's like
I only feel like
it's
you got to stab.
manually, and it's like, ugh, I did it.
Yeah, but it's exhausting.
Well, you put that work in. You need this. You doing it.
What happened when you
Like,
need to? What happened when you need to pull off a massacre and you catch a cramp? Like it's a fucking cramp halfway through the massacre. I ain't Michael Myers. My
Yeah,
triceps
stab
is not
massacre.
built for that, boy. Motherfucker just in there with shake weights for the next year.
Well, I
Like,
guess we gotta get in the gym then.
got to get in the gym then, just in case I got to stab my way into the record books. What the fuck is we going doing around here, man? Nah, and then it's like there's gonna be gun violence. I bet you police still gonna have guns. Police ain't gonna have guns either. They're gonna be out here with the billy clubs.
Everybody, if it's in the world with knives, everybody's just knives.
So
Knives. Billy
what's gonna
clubs,
stop us from building guns again?
That wasn't the nature of the question. There's no guns at all, so it doesn't matter what's gonna stop us.
What's gonna
There's no.
okay with the 20 rounds?
Oh,
A
the 20
reload
guns,
is banned.
okay.
A reload is banned too.
Everything.
I'm just saying, like, how you gonna
Everything.
stop me from making this ammo?
They are governing how many guns you have.
Yo, fuck that.
They are coming in to check.
Freedom.
They are searching. They are doing all that. So if you live in a world like that versus one with just knives, I would go with the knives instead of having everybody in my goddamn business.
You think they ain't gonna be able? They had to come and get rid of the guns too. To take
Yeah,
all
they
it
have
comes
to
together.
come and get rid of the guns, replace them with knives.
And guess what?
whatever.
They're gonna replace it with knife. So like, depending on what kind of gun you had, you get a better knife.
I
Like,
don't know.
if I got like a Ruger Precision bolt
can have
action,
as
I get a
many
samurai
knives as you
sword.
want, I
If you get a
suppose.
high point, they just give you like a fucking fork. They give you like a spork or some shit like that. Like, yeah,
Like, no, I need cooking knives. I'm sorry.
no, you getting a sport.
I'm a
If you got a
butcher.
high point or
I'm a butcher.
if you
so
got a
I need all kind of knives.
no, if you got a high point or one of them sky pistols, them SCCY, if you got either one of those, they just give you a spork, plastic spork.
There you go.
May the odds
School
forever be in your
cafeteria.
favor. Motherfuckers start playing the Hunger Games music.
Ooh, I can't whistle.
Yo, I'm out. I ain't messing with you. What you got? You got anything else for us? baby?
No, we. So, thank you guys for sitting with us in Uncle Legend's Corner. As you know, we appreciate your support. We have some things coming up. We already shared some of it with you guys. Others we haven't yet. We got some things in motion, and we would appreciate your support on that as well. If you got anything you want to talk to us about, be on the show, add a segment, hit us up at AskUncleLegend@gmail.com. Peace.
Peace. That's your jam? How you think I feel? I'm out here sober as a gopher. All right, that was all.
All right, y'all. So we done recording the recording portion. He's gonna have to edit some stuff out, obviously, because
Nah, run it.
yes, we is. We had
That
a
shit was perfect.
computer failure. What the heck was that? That was crazy. So what y'all thinking in the chat, Mr. Bay? Exactly.
just ignore
Art,
Art's
what you
comment.
think? What did you think about it, Art? I never got back with you about it. I was supposed to, but you can hit me up on Messenger about it because he's a little shy. So yeah, hit me up and let me know. He said the Mr. Bay. I know that's right.
There's no need for all this.
Yeah, I think it's dope though. Freestyle Sunday. That's what you want?
This is what we doing out here.
Oh, we might.
Yeah, I'm down. Long as Fox lead off.
I can't rap.
Me neither. Hence why I'm in the military right now.
I can't. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't rap.
Okay.
A lyrical miracle. Ah, look at Art. Art, look at you. You're a trip. I loved it. I thought it was dope. I'm like, why did you stop?
You know.
Oh, thank you very much, Jeff. Yes, we was all cute and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about balls and
Yeah, we was at the submarine birthday ball, I should say. So yeah, we was out there. I haven't been to any of those before, so he decided to take me along and show me off to the world. You know how y'all
She was-
folks do.
She fine as hell, so I mean, I ain't stupid.
It was nice.
It's a pit bull staring at me, and I feel a little nervous.
Oh, she got that look on her face like
Yeah, boy.
you already know.
No,
You done yet?
you done? I heard you stop the audio. I hear every fucking thing. I'm a dog.
Oh, look good. I swear this dog be giving some looks, boy. Y'all think we joking? Like she don't play.
Yeah,
She be looking like, excuse me.
and then she get to cussing people out.
Y'all, they gonna hear her soon.
Yeah, and she don't even. I just noticed she don't even wag her tail. You can't wait to take Shakita to her first. You heard her? I can't wait to take Shakita to her first one. Yeah, I don't know what y'all do. You know, you in your community, but Fox trying to do everything. She trying to do the Navy ball. She like, we gonna hit all these.
Navy ball.
This,
He's about
this
to
like
retire, so
this my Coach K tour.
We're gonna do all of it, you know, because he's gonna be able to do it for a while. Or he's not gonna want to do it for a while, so we just gonna do it now.
I'm not gonna fucking do it.
He gonna do it.
They just completely switch position.
And she's still looking at us.
Yo, it's amazing when you look at dogs' legs and see how much they're built like rabbits.
Yep. They got hind legs.
Like, you remember when we was feeding them dry rabbit feet? It looked just like dog paws.
Feet. I was like, I don't know. It's like they eating their own kind on camels and stuff.
All right. General Soul's chicken must be made.
Okay.
Yeah, can't wait. He should disassemble a gun. Art said he should disassemble a gun blindfolded like Major Payne. Oh, you ain't saying nothing slick to a can of oil, player. I'm telling you right now. Just make sure the spray nozzle not spraying my way when I try to clean it. Like,
wait, you talking about on Sundays? We can do some stuff. We can do whatever whatever. We can do whatever on Sundays. We can incorporate whatever. That's because Sundays are going to be the day. It's going to be the day when we go to
we start doing the pro shit.
Yeah. So
yeah, we're gonna be getting like local pros. I talked to a couple people. Fox talked to a couple people. Bring on some pros. Mm-hmm. Whether you and if you're a pro, whatever you're a pro at, right? Like if you're a plumber, you could be a tradesman. You could be a
I don't care what it is.
You could be a what they call it, customer service. You could be an HR rep, whatever. Bring you on here.
I'm a customer service pro. We don't need no more of them. I'm gonna tell you all the bullshit that go along.
I mean, if you work in food service, though, it's different. Food service bullshit is different, though.
Oh, I don't know about food
service. Food service bullshit different. Like, get them on here. Freestyle Sundays. Let us get a hot 16.
Okay.
I got it. I got an M16 that I brought back from overseas. Would you like to see that hot, Mr. Ivy? Come on.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that on Sundays over what's up?
Patreon, folks.
Yeah, Patreon.
Patreon is what you were looking for.
That's what I was looking for. If you knew it, then why you didn't say it the first time?
Because you're a strong, independent black woman.
Ain't
and I
got nothing to do with my thoughts. Nothing. I mean, my thoughts a little weak. Okay, I forget every damn thing.
I be respecting the hell out of you. That's all I got to say. I just be out here respecting you and minding my business.
Yeah, we'll be doing that over at Patreon too. All this extra stuff, but we'll keep here on Facebook and everything kind of simple. Everything. I like it, Art. Exactly. I think so too. Or not everyone. Maybe we'll just pop one in like once a month or twice a month or something like that. So yeah, I agree. Or just a little snippet or something like that. I think so.
Yeah, I don't agree, but obviously what I feel don't matter because
it don't really matter too much.
Fox don't give a damn how I feel.
I do care how you feel.
I'm gonna cry like a Muddy Waters on Cadillac Records.
Oh my God.
I gotta use the toilet. You gonna cry when you get in the car.
Mm-hmm. All right, he was on what? Was he the one talking about From? Did you ever finish From, Art? Because we didn't finish it yet. So every time you post something about different things to watch, I always try to go ahead and watch it because I feel like I trust your judgment on that. And it's been good so far, but I didn't get a chance to finish that. It's not that it wasn't good. I don't know why we didn't finish it. Something else came on, I think. Chapelwaite was dope.
Which one was from? It's from which one is from?
The one with the things that come at night.
With Augusta from Oz or whatever. The dude used to be in a wheelchair in Oz.
Jeffrey.
I got a new hobby outside of firearms now.
Oh, what's that, Jeff? And for those who just coming
Jersey
in,
Jackhammer.
We're done recording, guys. We just hanging out a little bit.
Yeah, we just bullshit
after the show. We already recording.
I'm halfway distracted over here trying to catch up on.
What's your new hobby, Jeff?
You know what? He told me about it, but I guess I'm gonna let him say it.
10. What's only at 10?
I think he's talking about From.
Oh, it's only 10 episodes now. Oh, okay, he ain't finished.
Jeff, talk about your new hobby.
Oh, fly drones.
Yeah,
Cause
he
you
told me about-
nosy. You nosy. That's it, Jeff. You nosy.
And the man can't just enjoy it.
Nope. He
No,
can't enjoy
actually,
that.
actually, he dope.
can't enjoy that.
Hold up, before I'm gonna let you cook them first, and then I'm gonna say what it's
So,
really about.
You nosy, Jeff. You getting up there, and I love you, but you're getting up there and you're trying to be nosy. That's the problem. You go in people's backyard, see what they doing. Just nosy. Just don't do that. Okay, if you flying drones, do it over the forest. See what the animals doing. Don't do it in people's backyards and all that stuff. My dad does that. You know that? He fly drones and he go in
I ain't
people
surprised 'cause
right
he
in
is
their
nosy.
back door. Like, God dang, what are you doing?
Yeah, he getting certified. He actually part of a.
Hey, Keita.
He actually part of basically a club. I can't remember the name of it.
We
Jeff
done
can throw it in
recording,
there.
Keita, by the way.
Yeah, Keita be acting like she's not in the same house as Jeff.
Maybe she at work. I mean, they're different time zones. What is it, like 6:41?
Hey, man, that bow-legged baby is not about to have his mom at work on the evening shift. That shit not happening. Little bow-legged nephew not having it. But nah, Jeff.
Ain't like that.
Jeff, it's like a what's the name? It's like basically like BGOE for drones. That's what he just joined. The place he went out there, and the group of people he done got with. It's like BGOE for drones.
So what's the core goal about this?
It's like getting people into drone. It's black drone pilots. There you go, black drone pilot. So it's getting people into, it's getting people into like drones because it hasn't been historically something that we do. It's not. So it's like getting people into it, just like gun ownership. You know what I'm saying? Kind of breaking something like I don't really do that, or I don't do this and
Is
that.
it like military driven, or is it just like what?
No.
Oh, okay. I was watching a movie. Oh, okay. She's gonna come after the fact and then admit to us that she wasn't watching us, but she was watching the movie. That could have waited, and she could have went back to that. It's just BGOE for drones. Yeah, that's what he just said, Jeff. Yeah, he just said, "Why you want to drive? Why you want to fly drones though?"
He said
Besides being
civilians.
nosy.
He just eat this man like it.
Besides being nosy, why you want to fly drones? It relaxes him. He said it relaxes him. Civilians. Yeah. So anyway, how was y'all week? This weekend was pretty long. Today was a lot for me. It's a lot of fun. Plus, there's money in it. Oh, see, now you're talking about some stuff that's like, okay.
Man,
There's
see?
munties in it. Okay. That's good. It's munties in it. Well, I hope you become very successful at it then. And not just doing it because you're nosy.
You know, listen, you know,
Listen.
really nice in those photos. Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, your boy came in there. Jangalang, jangalang. You know what I mean? What I tell you about Picture Woo in the yard? Sorry, boss.
All that
Jangalang,
chest
jangalang.
candy.
You know what
All
I'm saying?
that. I was
Oh, girl. This ain't OnlyFans. This is a Wendy's. Ma'am. It's a fucking podcast.
all that chest
Over
candy.
there,
he had.
jangalang. He's about. I couldn't hit the end stream button fast enough. Like, damn, boy, we saw Fox. Let me tell you something. That was a good choice, bro. Now I'm out here like Will Smith. Got to start slapping the shit out of people. When I say, Red Man video. Get slapped sitting.
Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
My day today was like I had a damn Will Smith and that.
For those
We
don't
get
know,
this podcast.
I'm out here wild sober these days because
Yep, he only drinking water, agua.
wild sober. I am not a peeping Tom. Plus, there's a strict laws against that. I mean,
Okay.
there's a lot of
Nobody-
strict laws.
Nobody follows the laws.
You know, criminals don't care about the laws, Jeff. Like, fucking hoodlum.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get off then, guys. Since, tea is what it is, rolling up in here.
We still got to feed them dogs.
I gotta go pick up a whole child from work.
Yeah, I feed dogs. Y'all need to know our whole schedule. Done with y'all.
Bye, y'all.
I'm just sitting here with y'all.
We'll see y'all on Wednesday.
Air hustling
Wednesday, circa 7:40.
Ish. You know what I mean? Ish. Hey, we trying out here. We trying to keep it a Wednesday and Sunday. I had some other shit that I really wanted to do, and Fox was like,
You want to play this
"No,
game
no,
that you've been
no,
playing. What is
no."
it called?
Now,